Hi everyone, I'm Christina, Chief Creative Officer at Squarely. Welcome to AISQ Business. Today we are going to talk about privacy policy pages. Privacy policy pages are crucial for a new website because they ensure compliance, builds trust, and protects both you, your business, and your users. Legal requirement. Many countries and regions require websites to have a privacy policy if they collect personal data. Even basic data collection such as cookies or email addresses requires transparency about how the data is used. Builds user trust. A privacy policy shows users that you respect their privacy and are clear about how their data will be handled. Defines data collection and usage. Details what data is collected. For example, names, email addresses, cookies, and how it's used. Analytics, marketing, account management. Required for third-party services. Many third-party services, example advertising platforms or payment gateways, requires your site to have a privacy policy as part of their terms of use. Protects your business. A privacy policy helps protect your business from legal disputes related to data misuse or mismanagement. Enhance professionalism. A website with a clear privacy policy appears more legitimate and trustworthy. Supports global reach. If you intend to attract a global audience, a privacy policy ensures compliance with international regulation. Provides opt-out information. Offers users information about how to opt out of certain data uses, such as marketing emails or cookie tracking, which aligns with modern privacy expectation. Mitigates risk of fines and penalties. Non-compliance with data protection laws can result in significant fine or legal action. Keeps up with changing privacy norms. As privacy expectations and regulations evolve, having a privacy policy ensures you can adapt and keep users informed about changes in your practice. So, as I mentioned before, we are not lawyers, so we cannot really tell you how to create your own privacy policy. We can only give advice. I am once again going to recommend a free tool that you can use to create your own privacy policy. It is free to use, you simply have to complete a form. So I'm going to click over here to website and then generate privacy policy. So let's complete the privacy policy. We can also preview it over here. So let's close this. So this privacy policy is for a website. We have to enter the URL of our website, like so. Click on next. And let's complete all the information from over here. Over here we have personal information collected directly. Collected directly means the user directly provides you with the information. For example, a user may give you their email and email address when signing up for an account on your website. They cannot sign up for an account on my website, but I do have over here an email opt-in, and I also have that over here to contact us. So I am actually going to receive their first name, their last name, phone number, email, and a message. So I'm going to check all of those, like name, phone numbers, and email addresses. And click on next. If you're not sure what the sensitive information means, we can click on yes, and then we can see what sensitive information means. We are not collecting those. The users cannot register to my website. Over here, it's asking us if we are using tracking and analytics services such as Google Analytics. I'm going to check yes. Whenever you're not sure what the question means, we can simply go over here to this question mark and click on it in order to understand it. Over here, it is asking us if user can upload or post content on our website. This also includes comments. Over here, it asks us which of the following does your website or app use or plan to use. The first one is cookies. Every single website that it is online uses cookies. If I right-click on my website and click on Inspect, and over here to those arrows, and then to Application, I can see over here cookies. And if I'm clicking over here on this arrow and clicking on my website like so, I can see that my website uses cookies. And then we have the question if you would like us to embed the link to your cookie policy into your privacy policy. I'm going to click on no. I'm going to show you how to create a general cookie policy page as well as a simple banner to accept the cookies, but for this particular case, I'm going to click on no. One thing to mention over here is that it's not required for you to have a specific cookie policy page. You can also include a section about cookies over here in the privacy policy. Okay, and now we are almost at the end, at the final details, and we have some details about company that you have to complete over here. I'm going to skip those for the moment. Okay, and then we can name our policy. And then we have the date that this policy is going to be effective, and we can click over here on publish. We have to create a free account with Termly in order to be able to publish our privacy policy with this third-party app. Okay, and now we can see it over here. So let's close this one, and let's click over here on preview. Okay, and then we can click over here to add to website. So let's click over here to copy to clipboard. And now, if we are going to our website, over here to dashboard, to pages, to add a new page, over here we are going to click on this plus, and then we are going to search for shortcode, like so, and then we are going to paste it over here, and let's write the title. And let's click on save, and let's view it. We can see our privacy policy over here, like so. Now, after we have embedded the privacy policy, we could actually select all the text, right-click copy, if we are going back to the page, and paste it over here. And then we could actually delete this shortcode, like so, delete this title, like so, and click on save. And then from over here, we could delete this one, in order to have space for another policy that we could create for free inside Termly. So privacy policy are generally required by law if you collect any personal information, this includes email addresses, use analytics tool like Google Analytics, have newsletter signups, use contact forms, and process any customer data. Or you can use a ChatGPT prompt, like you see over here. So basically, this is the entire information that you will have to add for your prompt. You will simply write, create a privacy policy page for my website. Make sure you include all this information. And then you are going to write basic website details, website name and URL, the type of website, the primary audience or region you serve, data collection privacy, the types of data you collect, personal data, behavior, financial, how the data is collected, forms like contact, checkout, and so on, cookies, purpose of data use, if you're using them for email marketing, for ads, for surveys, and so on. If you're using third-party services like analytics tool, Google Analytics, payment gateways, ad network, email marketing tools, the user rights, how to access and delete their data, cookie usage, what types of cookie you are using, security measures, data retention, international compliance, contact information, privacy updates, and some optional information over here. I'm going to share this entire prompt so you can simply copy it, customize it for your own business, for your own case, and then paste it inside ChatGPT. Now, as you can see over here, I have added a prompt and I have customized it for my own website, Marketing Education Cloud Podcast. So I wrote the website name URL over here and I added the information that I needed over here. So, for example, over here for data collection, types of data collected, for personal data, I said that you can subscribe to our email list. So basically, we are going to have your email address and so on. And after I completed the entire prompt, I've got a response over here with a privacy and policy page. So now all I have to do is copy this one and paste it inside my website. It is a start point, it is not a complex privacy policy page. But as I mentioned before, we are not lawyers, so we can only give you advice on how to start. And once again, the privacy policy is a must. So let's get inside our website and see how we can basically create this page. So for this, we have to go over here to write our website URL and /AISQ. Then we have to log in with our admin username and with our password, and then to prove our humanity. Then log in. And now we are inside our WordPress dashboard. So we have to go over here to pages, and then we will have to click over here on add new page. Then we have to write the title, privacy policy in my case, and paste it like so. Okay, then over here, you can see the link over here, as you can see right here. I'm going to click on Save Draft because I want to edit this in Elementor. Otherwise, I would have just copied all of this text like so. And paste it over here like so. And then I would have clicked on Publish. But because I want to edit it with Elementor, I'm going to Ctrl Z to go over here to edit with Elementor. Okay, and now we are inside Elementor. One thing that I know for sure is that I don't want to have the title of the page over here. I'm going to add it as a headline in the page. So I'm going over here and then click over here to hide title. Then I'm going to click on this plus over here. Then I'm going to choose Flexbox and this one over here. Now I'm going to click on these dots over here. I'm going to change the box to this width, and in the advanced I want to change the padding from pixel to view width, and I'm going to choose over here 7. But you can basically use pixel or percentage or whatever you want. Okay, I think 7 is a bit too much, so I'm going to use only 5. Then I'm going over here to this plus element, and I'm going to drag a headline over here. For the headline, I'm going to use privacy policy like so. And I'm going to paste it over here like so. Then I'm going to style over here, and I'm going to change the size, the bold, and I think maybe 28 is better. I'm going to change the alignment to center over here. I can change the color if I want to over here. You can play with those settings in order to style your headline. Then I'm going back to this plus over here, and I'm going to drag a container first. Okay, now I'm going to copy this information. I'm going back to plus, and I'm going to add text element. Then I'm going to paste my text over here. I'm going to change the date. Okay, and now I'm going back to plus. I'm going to add a divider over here. And then I'm going to create this next section. So I'm going back to plus. I'm grabbing another container, like so. I'm getting a headline element over here. I'm going to copy this one, and I'm going to paste it over here. I'm going to change it to H3. Then to style, then I'm going over here and I'm going to choose 20, maybe 24. Going to change the bold. Then I'm going back to plus. I'm going to take the text editor and I'm going to paste it over here. And then I'm going to copy this one and paste it over here like so. Okay, so I want to talk to you about something. As you can see, I'm not really using my global fonts from over here because they are a bit too big for this particular case or too small. So I'm changing the information over here for my own case. But because I'm doing so, I'm not sure I'm consistent between pages. So one thing that I can do to be consistent will be to edit actually the global fonts to fit better for my website, or by going back to my website, by going to the terms and condition page, because I want to be consistent with that particular page right now, and by going over here to edit with Elementor, and over here I have the headline, right? So I'm right clicking this one and I'm going to copy, and then I'm going to privacy policy, right click and paste style. So now I know for sure that this is consistent with this one. I can do the same over here, and you can see over here that I added actually a headline for effective date. So let's right click and copy and go over here, right click and paste, and then click on this one. I'm going to cut this text from over there and paste it over here. And now you can see that they are going in a line. I don't want this. I can fix this with a little bit of code. So I'm going to add B and R, like so. So now for this one, I'm going to delete this space over there. Then I'm going back to my terms and conditions, and I'm going to right click, copy, and right click and paste style. So now once again, I know that it's consistent with this over here. I'm going to do the same over here. Copy, right click, paste style. And the same with this one. Copy, right click, paste style. And I'm going to add a divider like so. Then I'm going to right click over here and I'm going to say duplicate. And now I'm only going to edit these details over here with a privacy policy that I got from ChatGPT over here. So I don't need this one. I can simply close it because I haven't done any changes over here. As you can see, this one is gray. And if I'm going over here and to history, I can see that I haven't done any changes on this page. I've only made sure that the terms and condition page and the privacy policy page is consistent in the layout and in the design. So one thing that I can also do to make sure that everything is consistent actually is to go over here to those dots. And as you can see, the width is different. And for the advanced, I actually use the pixel and not the viewport. So I'm going to right click and copy this one. And I'm going over here to right click and paste style. And now I know for sure that everything is consistent. So let's add all the information over here. Okay, so now that I have added all the information that I needed, I have to check the tablet and the mobile view. So let's go on tablet. Everything is fine. And let's go to mobile view. And everything is fine over here as well. So I'm just going to click over here on publish. Then I'm going to go to this arrow over here and to view page. And here is the page. As you can see, because I already had a privacy and policy page on this website, the URL is privacy policy -2. So I'm going to go over here to edit page and go right click over here and open link in a new tab to the pages. I'm going to search for my other privacy policy page, which is over here. I'm going to edit the page because I need to edit the URL. So I'm going to write over here -old and click on save draft. And then by going back to my previous privacy policy to the page over here, to the URL over here, I should be able to save the new URL. So let's click on save. And now we can see that the URL is the one that we want. So if we're going over here to view our page, we can see that the URL is the right one. So this is basically it for the privacy page. As you can see, it's very easy to create one. You can use a third-party application if you want to, or you can use the ChatGPT prompt. Once again, we are not lawyers. These are just some starting points for your website because terms and conditions are a must. So thank you for tuning in. Stay creative, stay inspired, and keep optimizing your online presence. Until next time.